Thank you so much for being here with us, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you with us. And my first question for you today is, with each successful year at DIFF, what challenges have you faced or still continue to face while trying to put Dubai on the film map?
So I think one of the biggest challenges we have is sort of trying to, beat the previous year and make sure we live up to expectations for the people of Dubai and the UAE. With respect to an international community or the international industry, I think they constantly are looking at us to see what films are getting produced, what films are getting made, how they're getting made, the quality, the level, what we can do further to enhance and, ensure that these films get seen internationally. So from our perspective, we're always looking at bringing down people to look at films from this part of the world. We're looking at taking our films overseas, and I think you're competing globally with a lot of cinema, a lot of films being made. So from our perspective, it's really how do we make our filmmakers shine? How do we give them the spotlight? And so it's a lot of hard work, but I think the filmmakers have been doing a great job and they're getting recognition. You're seeing more and more Arab filmmakers, being presented overseas, winning awards. A lot of the international film festivals have now started curating, Arab films and the Arab program. So all in all, we're seeing there's a huge amount of movement. There's a whole change in terms of what's happening even here. More films are getting made. This year we're presenting 4 Emirati feature films, which is fantastic, and a total of 5 fully made feature films in Dubai, or the UAE for that matter. So it's the whole landscape has changed. We've got 72 Arab films that we're presenting at the festival. 49 of them are either world or international premieres. So it's an exciting time. It's a lot of people are looking at us, and apart from having really great content going through, we also believe it's a way of forming cultural bridges. It's a great way of showing what society's about, the people, everybody's human, and sharing our stories from this part of the world internationally.
So, how do you think this festival, the Dubai International Film Festival, how do you think it compares to a much larger festival like Sundance or Tribeca?
So I think DIFF is very different, and in terms of, we are considered in the top 10. We often come up in the top 10 names when people are sort of talking about which festivals they should attend. Every festival represents a region or, represents a certain aspect. There are over 3,000 film festivals worldwide, but I think that some of the biggest are Cannes, Berlin, you're looking at Toronto. So these are, the bigger names, Sundance. So each one has a different focus. And, if you look at Berlin, it's really promoting European cinema. It's an international festival, and they have all the big studios. Everybody's down there, but that's their core and focus. If you look at Sundance, it's looking at indies from the US, and also now very inclusive international indies. From our perspective, it's really championing Arab cinema and putting that on the forefront, and yet exposing the whole world to what's coming out of here. And we're very young, but we are fairly aggressive. We're fairly ambitious rather, and we've put Arab cinema on the forefront. We're growing as a festival. We have 55,000 admissions. We have over 2,500 delegates attending. So slowly and steadily, we'll ramp up. With the festivals, some of the festivals that you mentioned have been in existence for over 60 years. So we've got a long way to go. But I think we are on the map. Everybody knows us. They recognize us, and they want to come down to the festival if they can.
So, from last year onwards, you've started the free movie screenings on the beach in JBR. So, can you tell us a little bit about this decision? Why was it started, and what does it hope to achieve?
Well, I think the beach screenings, we're very excited about that. We love the concept. It's showcasing cinema outdoors. It's very casual, so you can do the red carpet galas, both at the Madinat Souk Theatre as well as the Madinat Arena. But if you really want a casual environment where you can go out with the children, the family, your friends, it's all free. Dubai is all about promoting culture, and we feel that's a great cultural event because it really allows anybody and everybody to come across and see the films. The great aspect, or the great part about it this year is that we actually have some great films. We have 3 world premieres that we're presenting. We have the 40th anniversary of Jaws. We have Richard Dreyfuss coming down and presenting that film. We've got a couple of films that are have music in it, and then we have the performers coming down and performing after that. So, for example, we have Song of Lahore, and after that we'll have the Qawwali musicians coming out and singing for everybody.
So, last question to you, ma'am. what do you think that current filmgoers can look forward to at this year's festival?
Oh my God, we've got a fantastic set of films. We've got really great films. You'll see a lot of them. I mean, we're not telling the future or forecasting the future, but I feel a lot of them will be award contenders. We have our opening film is Room, which you can see also at the theatres later. We're closing with The Big Short. We've got a lot of European films that have already been nominated for the Academies. We've got The Assassin, which has been nominated. So we've got a really nice, splendid program. It's, like I said, it's from 60 different countries. It's in 40 different languages. There's a film for everyone, for every age group. I'm really hoping that people will go down and support Emirati cinema. We've got 2 great films. We've got Zinzana, which will be screened. It's a red carpet screening. And then it'll be available in the theatres. And we have Bilal, which is a fully animated film that's been made in the UAE, and it'll be great if people come out and see that too. So I think there's a lot. Our festival website has got all the information possible, so have a look. People can go out and buy tickets. There are discounts for students, and the price of tickets is really affordable. So I would ask people to go out and pick up tickets now.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. It's been a pleasure.